Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. There's been an update to this game. And I know- oh. Hey! I thought that there was more! Probably after this. Probably definitely after this. Okay, well I guess I gotta play this one too. I say. In all reality, I do not mind playing it. But, c'est la vie. Is this the right gun? Yeah. Ooh, is there a new gun? Damn it! Damn it! Is there new stuff? Damn it. Is there any clothing? I don't like the orange. The orange is working for me. But the pink is nice. Let's go pink. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's gorge. Oh. Wow. I know I'm probably full up on this, but whatever. Alright, let's get to cleaning. It's a hell of a thing to come back to this after a non-stop barrage of doing nothing but filming. And I know that this was kind of the thing that I did before filming started, and now filming's all done, and filming is also a very meticulous thing that takes a lot of effort and a lot of planning and a lot of careful, methodical work. But at the same time, it's also interrupted by sprints of doing an incredible amount of work very quickly. So it's kind of a mixture. And now it's all done, which is, God, it's so weird. I mean, there's still some minor things left to film, but for the most part, like filming for In Space with Markiplier, which I can now say is done. And wow, that is just something incredible to be able to say that. It's been so long that it's been in planning that to finally be here today and being like, oh yeah, it's done. Like, it's still being edited, of course, and there's still a lot to do there, but just like the fact that it's now done and it's going to be edited and I don't have to film it anymore. I don't have any more writing to do. I feel like I've been talking about writing it and spending time working on writing it for so long that I'm just kind of like starting to understand that it's now done and I don't have to do any more writing for it. And I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not free. It's not the thing about like being free, you know, I don't want to be free, but it's still just like, wow, I can't believe that part of my life, which has taken over a year to plan and come up with and do is nearly done. And all that's left is just to enjoy it while editing it. And we have to pick up a few shots here and there, but man, I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's so much more ambitious than A Heist with Markiplier was. And A Heist with Markiplier was very ambitious, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that, you know, 60 some odd videos with however many endings there were, I don't even remember now, wasn't ambitious, but man, Space is just so much more ambitious. I can't even explain to you how much oh god, I can't talk about it because I can't spoil anything, but I just can't wait for you guys to see it. It's something really special. And we had a great time filming it too. But now it's filming is done. God, filming is done, and so I can kind of take this moment. Oh, look at this thing's dick. Look at that thing's floppy dick. It must be hard for this thing to drag it around like this. Oh well. Alas. Sorry, it's that distractible energy still getting in my head. We just got done reading the ads for Distractible, which is a funny thing to say. But man, we have fun reading the ads. This is kind of like what I've always wanted, which is companies just like let us do whatever the hell we want for ads and we can make as many jokes as we want. Which has been, I don't know, very nice, kind of a freeing experience. So if I want to talk about this fire helicopter's giant elephant trunk dick flopping out of the back of it, I apologize. It's just because that's in my brain right now. Also, listen to Distractible. Have you not listened to Distractible yet? My god, what are you doing with your life? It's the one thing I've kept consistent while I was filming the project. Man, I had so many ambitions for keeping videos regular and consistent while I was here. I don't know why I try, because man, it was just goddamn impossible. But I'm finally going back home very soon now, and I'm going to be getting back in a regular schedule, and I'm going to be making videos, and I'm going to have so much to provide for you in terms of that sweet, delicious content. But to start off, I just kind of have to do stuff like this. I mean, not that this isn't sweet, delicious content, but I enjoy it too. I enjoy all the videos that I make, don't get me wrong. There's nothing I really do that I don't force myself to go through just to make you guys happy. There are a few games that I have in mind that I'm going to intentionally suffer through, mostly just because it's things that you guys have been asking for forever, but now I'm gonna actually go through them. I'm goosed on CO2. Sorry, I missed that. Who's goosed on CO2? What does that even mean? Okay, this is an idea, just to give you an idea of what kind of videos I want to do. I need a list, and this is where I need you guys' help. I need a list of all the games that I have not finished. And I need this to be a comprehensive list, because I kind of want to, as a challenge for myself, to see how many of them I can finish. And I mean, like, any game at any point on my channel that I did not finish. This is not a promise that I'm going to finish them. Understand that right now. That's not a promise that I'm going to finish them. I'm not going to be completionist about this, but there are some experiences that I kind of want to go back to, because I'm kind of like, oh man, why didn't I finish that? Because Condemned Criminal Origins, and this is going way back on my channel, but Condemned Criminal Origins was a game that came out for like the Xbox 360 back in the day, and it's a horror game, and it was very good. It was very scary, but I remember I ran into like this game-breaking bug that I couldn't finish. Or no, it was like my save got corrupted or something like that. And I didn't finish it. And I'm wondering about going back and finishing that game. And it got me thinking of like, I wonder what other games that there have been over the years that I have not finished. And I would want to do just like one video where I just finish that particular game and not worry about like not picking it up as a series, but just kind of like polishing off these old games. Anyway, if you guys can provide me a list of that in some kind of organized way that I could see exactly what it is I've left kind of half done on my channel. And again, no guarantee I'm actually going to do it because I'm lazy, but maybe. Man, what happened to this helicopter? Did it go through a fire or something? God, it's been a while. It is strange how rusty I get from doing Let's Plays, and how much I've had one time when I was trying to do a video, and I, for some reason, couldn't even get through, like, the first minute of, like, saying my intro and saying hello, and just, like, getting through the normal process. I hadn't even gotten into the video yet, and I remember I, like, get up from my computer, I'm, like, start screaming because I can't, I literally am like, I'm a fraud, I can't do it, I've forgotten how to do anything, I don't even know how to talk anymore, and so I run down screaming to Amy, and I'm just like, Amy, I'm a fraud, I can't do it. And then she's like, yeah, you're a fraud. Yeah, well, you just gotta fake it for a little bit longer, man. I'm like, what do you mean a little bit longer? What are you talking about? And I realized I was talking to a cryptid version of Amy, and it wasn't actually Amy, and then I ran away screaming at the top of my lungs. It eventually got me and killed me. I'm dead. Like I said, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. But I have remembered to be meticulous about this. The problem about being meticulous about some things is I don't exactly know what it is. I guess I could do that. Yeah, I've known about the tab for a while, but I always feel like it's a bit of a cheat. But on some things, it is very difficult to tell what is still dirty. Also, it's not the worst thing in the world. Sometimes I was like, I don't like the glow on the playback, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. Wow, this is still very dirty. Oh my god, it's incredibly dirty. Okay, maybe I should have been doing that a while ago because this is very obvious that there's so many things left that need to be cleaned. But this should be done at least. Not seeing much else. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. It's the nooks and crannies that I never would have gotten to. Okay, you should be done now, and yet you're not. Oh, Oh, the tippy top, of course. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, this is doing nothing. This is doing nothing. God, it's so much easier seeing what you have to clean. If only I had known about this oh so long ago. If only I had known about it. Oh, if only someone told me about it. If only someone out there trusted me enough to know this information. If only someone out there cared enough to tell me about this, I would have saved myself so much heartache and trouble. How could you guys let me go without this knowledge? I'm an asshole. I apologize. I can feel your blood pressure raising. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a relaxing time for all of us to enjoy, and yet here I am, being a jackass. There we go. And then the tire. There we go. Okay. So that's most of the... never mind. I take it all back. That's not most of anything. Letting the chief know about my predicament saved my Smokey Bacon. I owe you one. I don't know what that is referring to. Is that something about being hopped up on CO2? Because I wasn't paying attention to that, and you should probably talk to a professional about that. One of these days, I'm going to try to clean an entire thing with just this power washer to see if it's actually easier, because once you hit something with this, you know it's clean. I mean, even this. Like, you could do the whole thing with just this, and that way you know it's done. Although it is a very tiny little beam, and maybe this would be better. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would be better. Sorry, I was just in a trance for a bit there. Yeah, but filming was great. Like, being on set, we had a lot of the same people that were a part of Heist. So that was good because, number one, it made it easier so we didn't have to tell people about how it was going to be shot and kind of the idea that it was first person, you know. It was less people that needed to get into the idea as a whole and more people that were just able to, like, pick up where they left off with the last one. But also this one was different because it was just such a different beast, and you know, it was more involved and had a lot more chaos to it and like connective pieces. So it was good to have people there that didn't have to have the sticker shock of suddenly being like, I don't know what the hell I'm working on. There was more people that like, because the project is so diverse, right? It's so complicated. It goes all over the place. It's a choose your own adventure. It's an interactive. And so when it comes down to that, how the storyline connects from the pieces that we're actually practically filming, because the concept of filming it is completely different from just writing it, you know, actually practically, how do you do these things? In what order do you film this? Like, in what locations do you have to be to film things, and how do they connect back? Like, when things go back and forth all over the place, a lot of the times the connective tissue isn't apparent. I mean, you guys can try to imagine it, like how we shot Heist, you know. If you see the different locations, just understand sometimes we're at the same place, but not on the same days. So we got to film things out of order, like completely out of order. And the whole show is kind of already out of order. So space is a different beast entirely, and having the same people there just to trust in me. Oh, it's such an honor to have people trust me like that. Just being like, yeah, Mark knows. That's like a common slogan on set. Is just like, yeah, Mark knows. Mark's got it. Mark's got it in his head. Which is great in terms of having faith in me, but also stressful because I'm like, what if I don't have it? Guys, maybe you shouldn't trust me that much. Maybe we should all have it, you know, all at once. But no, we did it. And I did have it. And I'm very proud of myself for working on it so hard. I had it just because I've been working on it for over a year, you know. When you start working on something that long, you end up just really, really knowing the thing. I love just working on this kind of stuff. I love it. It's one of the greatest joys that I could ever have. Just being able to make things that I only imagine in my head come to life, and push myself and like stretch my ambitions and stretch my ideas like farther than I thought possible. And having people along for the ride that are just like, hell yeah, this is fun. This is cool. We love this. In terms of like, I don't know if, you know, as far as the product when it comes out, who knows? Like, it still needs to be edited. I think it's good, but you never know with that kind of stuff. But as far as like the filming of its, like the project, I was so honored because people told me that it was just a very fun experience, and it was good to be on the set, and you know, they just trusted in what I was doing. That's just, I'm honored to have their trust and to have their time, especially, you know, because it's a job. Yeah, of course it's a job, but I don't think people get into creative jobs like filmmaking and, you know, production stuff because it's just like a 9 to 5. They do it because they love it. You know, they love making things, and they love being on set, and they love having the set experience and like seeing visions come to life. It's great. And so I never want to take that for granted. I never want to assume that people just give me their time because they believe in my project 110%, you know, all the time. I want to try to like make them fall in love with what I'm doing, because I feel like that makes it even more special, and it makes them want to put their best foot forward when it comes to making things every day and coming into work. Because if they love it, then they're gonna love making it, and they can't wait to see it come to life. And I know it was just so nice because Amy made stickers for everybody to have, just like on a whim, because Amy's just so good about giving gifts and stuff like that. So Amy made these stickers, like made about 100 of them for people to come in, and it was from a slogan from the show, and people had them, and they just picked them up, and they were like, yeah, of course, I would love to have this. And people just, it's small gestures like that that really make people fall in love with the product, because it like helps them connect to it and help them feel part of it. And it's just like, it's so innate to what Amy does, and it's just like, oh man, I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought of giving people a keepsake. And this was very early into production, so it was like giving people an opportunity to have something to keep and take home about it that early. Oh, it's brilliant, you know, it really is. And anyway, also trying to keep everything secret was a goddamn nightmare. Just like, absolutely. There's another good thing that came out of it. You remember we moved into Florian's old place? No, I don't remember that, because I don't know who the hell you are. Well, guess who's a copter pilot now? You? Is this your copter? Okay, good. I'm just cleaning it, man. Anyway, it's rude to text on a date, so I better go. Yeah, you know, a little bit. Maybe you should pay attention to your date. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be talking to me. Yeah, why don't you go? Why don't you get out of here? Well, apparently I'm 60% done. Something about this drive shaft is not done. Not sure what, though. Oh, if only I could see. Oh, I think it's all that. All that is the drive shaft. Okay, so all that counts together. Why? Well, I've entered into the spooky zone of PowerWash Simulator. Wow, okay. I'm gonna just... Nope. Okay, let's go to the main menu. Let's get into something else. Let's just go to Mars real quick, because apparently that's where I'm going anyway. Let's restart that. Return the job, any clean products will lose. Okay, guess not. Challenge mode. Any new challenges? Hey, look, back garden. Let's try for the challenge. Okay, and then, all right, cool. Now we're gonna, 3, 2, 1, and I'm really gonna try. Oh, you know what? I give up, because I can't stand the competition. Let's try that again. Please don't put me where I was. Okay, good. All right, well, okay, good, and good. My thing is here. Great. Good stuff. Anyway, let's forget about that nightmare that happened. No one's gonna pay any attention to that. It's all good here. So I know this probably isn't the most therapeutic to look at, but this kind of machinery probably isn't just, it's not going to be an easy one to wash. All these little nooks and crannies are just going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna have to hammer it pretty hard. No step, huh? It's more of a suggestion than anything. I don't look to stuff like that for guidance. Probably no step on this either, I would imagine. Probably pretty delicate, but whatever. God, this is gonna be a nightmare. This is where I wish I had a water grenade. Just blast it in there. I know I probably should do the soap for this one, but man, apparently there's only so much soap that you can get. Oh, there's only so much soap. Oh, can't have too much soap. Oh. You know what's funny is like everyone on set always asks me like what I want to do after YouTube. And it's such a funny question. It's like after YouTube, as if there's some other aspiration to do besides YouTube. Because I get the question. I get where it's coming from. It's coming from people that are of a traditional entertainment mindset, and they think about film productions as like the pinnacle of what you would want to do as far as entertainment goes. But I've found a niche where I can do both all at once. I love YouTube. And you know, maybe it's not the end all of what I do forever and ever, because I doubt that I'm going to be doing Let's Plays when I'm 60. So I don't think that, maybe I will. Who knows what I'm going to be doing? Who knows what I'm going to be doing? But as far as like what I do after YouTube, it's like it's such a nonsensical question, because I just love making things. And YouTube as a platform allows me to make things, whatever I want. There may be a platform that's better for that, you know, in the long run. There may be a platform that allows me to make these complicated narrative things that I want to do, these higher production things that I want to do. There may come a platform like that, and who knows? Maybe I will make a movie that I try to take to a film festival or stuff like that. But as far as like my bread and butter, just like creative outlet, and that's what we're really talking about here, is just a creative outlet. Like there's no better place for me than YouTube right now. It's just where I want to make things, and it's not even so much where I want to make things, it's where I can make things. So long as I'm able to do that, I'm gonna keep doing that. Really has no other place to be. You know, I just like creating things. I like imagining. I like just God, I love production too. There's so much to love about being on set and working with people. And there's so much to love about working by myself in a room where I'm able to film videos like this. There's so much to love about all of it. There's so many pieces to it. It's not just one thing. Like a lot of people try to boil down creation to just that one thing, and what are you got to do next, as if there's always a ladder to climb. And it's like, the ladder is what you make for yourself, right? It's the challenges that I put in my way that I've intentionally put there because I needed to do stuff. Like I always will challenge myself to make new things and make bigger things and make different things, and like that's always going to be a baseline. I'm never going to be satisfied with what I do, but at the same time, that's kind of like a past tense, future tense thing. It's like once I make something, I'm very satisfied in the moment, but as soon as it's done, I'm like, man, moving on to the next thing. Like time to make something better than that. I always look at the mistakes that I made on that production, and I'm like, okay, time to take the lessons that I learned there. Already, even on this one, I have a lot of mistakes and stuff that I've learned that'll help me in future projects. And so I'm just like, okay, all right, I learned a lot on that one. Time to apply that to the next project. And I think, like, for me, that's such a beautiful thing. It means that, you know, I don't dwell too much on the success of the now, and I don't dwell too much on like, oh, yay, I did that, and I can breathe and relax. So it's like, no, I just love making so much that I can't wait to make the next thing. And when I learn something that I can do to make it better, I just keep doing it. I have the same application for like some games that I play. I was recently playing Oxygen Not Included on my own, and I kept running into this thing where I would get so far in the game, and then I would restart and play it again. And I would just keep doing that, and I would never make a lot of progress, but I was having an incredible amount of fun. Because every time that I played again, I learned something new, and I was like obsessed about getting the perfect start of something. And it's like, it's weird, because I got to points where I was finished, where I was like, okay, I'm done. And then immediately I'd be like, I can't wait to start over again. For some reason, I just really like the idea of starting over. it's always been something that I enjoy, you know, whether it's bleeding channels or, you know, just like starting a new project. I love the beginning of it. I love the seeds of an idea. I love the opening sequences, you know. It's like, oh, this is, I love it. I love it so much. There's just so much I want to do. Ah, man, I've got so much left to make. And I was telling Amy, I was kind of getting emotional once the filming was done, and I don't even think filming was done, but you know, I was looking at everything and I was just like, holy shit, this one's almost done. And I kind of got emotional because I was like, I'm not done. Like, I'm not done making. I've got so much more that I want to do. I've got so much more that I want to make. I mean, that's all I ever think about is like, my God, I just can't wait to make the next thing. And I know for some people that's probably insanity, but for me, it's the only way that I can live. I love doing what I do. I love it all. I love this. I love this just as much as I love like making a vlog, or I love this as much as I love making part 17 of some inane Let's Play that people have lost interest in so long ago. Or I love it as much as I like dumping one video game because I got bored with it and I was like, yeah, it's time to move on. Like, that's just how I am. That's just like how I approach everything. I can't help it. Like, all of it is just part of me, and I don't even try to question it anymore. I just keep doing. I just keep doing. Always and forever, just keep doing. Until the day I die, and then I'll stop doing so. But whatever. Such is life, and that comes for us all eventually. And I shall not worry about it, and I shall worry more about cleaning this goddamn airplane. Helicopter. What am I cleaning? I have no idea. Get clean, you asshole. My God, this is never gonna get clean. There's so many small little crevices. You know what? I mentioned it briefly in another video. I don't know when that's gonna come out versus this one, but there's this project that I've been following for a long time, like over a year now, that I think is just starting to get popularity. And it deserves it. It's called the Mystery Flesh Pit. And if you guys don't know about it, the Mystery Flesh Pit is just like this crazy world building exercise. Like, legitimately, I've been following it for, I think I found it like a year ago now, and I've been just clamoring every time there's a new update from the person that made it, just like, oh, can't wait. But if you want to get something that's like surreal world building horror, you gotta check out the Mystery Flesh Pit. I was talking about it before, but it reminds me a lot of like Discover My Bodies and that kind of attitude about just biology. Like, body horror is not really something that I've always been very interested in, but in a weird way, this combines elements of body horror with cosmic horror in a weird way, and that's so cool. It's so cool, and I know like that's not a new concept, but just the way it does it, and it talks about this thing that you want to know what the thing is. Like, but the thing about the thing is like you can't know too much about the thing because that ruins the mystique of what the thing actually is. It's just, oh, you gotta look it up. There's a Tumblr that they have, but Mystery Flesh Pit, it's just such a cool thing. There's a couple videos that are explaining it, but it's kind of got the same kind of like grandiose feeling to it that you get about like the SCP Foundation. You know, the SCP Foundation as a whole, not specifically to a specific SCP, but the entire thing as a whole. That's the kind of vibe that, you know, the epic grand scale of it all is the kind of vibe that you get out of Mystery Flesh Pit, and that's super neat. Super neat. Wicked neat, man. I'm almost done, actually, which is weird. I didn't think that I was almost done. That engine needs a lot of work. Let's see if I can get up here. Yeah. Actually, let me get in here first. Yeah, this hydraulic piping also is going to be a bitch to find all the little nooks. I see you, Snorkel. That's a little better. Now let's get this engine, which is just going to be an orange glowing nightmare. I knew it! It's an orange glowing nightmare! Let's go from the front. Oh! Ugh. I bet there's someone of you out there that knows exactly what this thing is and how it works, specifically right down to the detail, because you were a helicopter kid. And I'm not saying that like that's weird and you should be embarrassed about it. You should be proud of it, but my God, how do you know so much about helicopters? That's okay. That's all right. I'm not gonna judge you too hard. Wait, did I get everything up here? Did I get everything up here? No way, no way. Did I? Hang on a second. Oh my God, I'm almost done. Oh, the snorkel. I'll end on the dick. I'll end this adventure on the dick, as I always do. Okay, tail rotor drive shaft. Alright, I'll finish it off on the shaft and the dick. Tail rotor drive shaft. Didn't I get it? Oh, up here. Okay. There's still some more here. And now the dick. Ah, the undercarriage of the dong. Of the schlong. This is definitely a schlong. You can't exactly call this a dick, it's a schlong. Dirt Finder, I need your assistance at the mansion as a matter of greatest urgency. Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th? That sounds like a goddamn curse. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, good. They took the glows out of it. Okay, that was something that bothered me about the time lapse before, is that the glows were involved in it. Now that the glows are out of there, that's much better. So I feel better about doing the glows. Oh my God. Someone with too much time and egg on their hands has seen fit to bombard my magnificent abode with ballistics most foul. Don't ask me why. I'm as fair and noble a mayor as this town has ever seen. As I'm sure you appreciate, security is at a premium right now, so I'm afraid I won't be allowing you onto my property. Instead, I have provided you with a voucher for an extra long washer extension. It's for the cheapest one. I'm not made of money. One last thing, there might be a small element of graffiti on the gates. Please remove that as well. For an extra long... Wait. How long we talking here? Also fascinating that I'm not allowed on your property, but extra long extension available in the shop. How long? Oh wow. Oh my. That's long. That is long, but excuse me, you cheap son of a bitch. I only go for the most primo of primos, so you can just shut your dirty mouth. What in the hell happened to this place? How long is long? Hang on. How long is long? It's not that long. Okay, it's kind of long. Good. Look at the thing there. Do I have any ladders or anything like that? Can I run away? Mountains. What's with the vista over here? Can I get launched into space again? That'd be nice. This van doesn't seem as big as I... Wait a minute. This van is way smaller. I've cleaned this van many times. I know that this is not to scale. That something's not right about this van. What about this sign? Does it need to be cleaned? Alright, fine. I'm not gonna do this in this episode. I'll save this for the next one. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you enjoying this video. These are fun. These are just so much fun. I love PowerWash Simulator. It's just a goddamn good time, you know? That's all it is. Nothing like washing helicopter dicks to make your day a little brighter. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and remember to give me that list of games that I have not finished. I would love to know. No promises on finishing them, but I'd love to know what they are so I can rub them in your face again. Or maybe finish them. We'll see. Thank you. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!